Hi there, Cancer. Thank you so much for your patience with this reading. It's April's reading for you guys here. Speaking to the general energies of the month, and most likely pertaining to the beginning portion of April. Okay, so of course, right, energy is fluid. There's no sort of cutoff date. So take it as you personally do intuitively. Wow. Intuitively. That's something very, very big for you during this period of time, Cancer. The Four of Wands popped out in reverse. And this card usually speaks to that sort of, you know, that third eye opening, right? That aha moment, that click where it's like we realize where we've been coming from and where we want to go, right? And it's that divergence point of those two worlds, right? Where we are then aware, mind, body, soul, of where we want to go, right? So it's like that alignment. It's the point of alignment that I'm feeling for you, Cancer, of self-awareness on a whole new level. One that is absolutely spiritual, speaks to your spiritual self and the human self, right? Me, Cancer, the human, and me, Cancer, the soul, right? Whoa, Cancer. Okay. I'm going to pull two more cards for you here. Whoa. Lovely. Okay. You have two aces. One speaking to the decision, the clarity of desiring a new direction to move in. Sorry guys, the airplanes. But hey, everything is right. There's a reason for everything, and there's very much I'm feeling a sense of a dream, of a vision, of a new direction that you want to move in. That's not just right 3 paces forward. It's like this. It's like this, right? It's like you've been living within one atmospheric layer, okay? And Cancer, you are now breaking through that atmospheric layer that has somewhat held you, right? In almost like it's like a bubble wrap, okay? And you're now breaking through that, I'm feeling. It's like, you know, in the plane, when you're flying, right? And it's that moment where, you know, you feel the plane has left the building of Earth's atmosphere, right? It's like we are now in outer space almost. That's how I feel when I fly. But, you know, it's that feeling of like, whoa, I'm no longer, right, where I was. Okay, so that dream, right, inside of you, that vision, that aha moment. Okay, the opening of your mind, right, that there's so much more beyond Earth. There's so much more beyond this atmospheric layer. I now realize, right, that we are layers within layers within layers of existence, and that I'm ready to move on to the next, right, of my being, as it is. And so you pulled the Star card, Cancer. Oh my goodness. And right smack dab in the middle, right beneath, or rather above, but beneath, the Four of Wands that popped out for you. Okay, so both cards speaking to that dreamlike state, right, that we oftentimes achieve in by way of meditation, right? The opening of that third eye chakra, whatever that may mean for you, whatever that may be for you, Cancer, right? It's simply speaking to it's like you are in a dream. You are in a dream, Cancer, and you know that feeling when you're in a dream and everything is almost like, it's like, you know, you're in a dream, but it still feels so real, right? You're imagining it, and that imagination and that dream is so real that you're still participating in it. right? It's like that feeling when you know that you're dreaming, but you're still in the dream and you're still acting in the dream, okay? So I'm feeling that that's what it is for you. There is a seriously otherworldly energy for you in April that you're going to be experiencing, Cancer. It's enchanting. It's enchanting. It's causing you to open up your mind and your soul. And again, right, those two hemispheres of your being, the spiritual side of yourself and the human side of yourself, coming together and meeting at this sort of convergence point, right, where they look at each other, and it's that reflection even. It's that reflection. This could also be a realization of soul purpose, Cancer. Absolutely. And the realization of a dream that we have, a deep dream, a deep-seated dream, the seed, the star seed, I'm compelled to say that, the star seed, the seed of our existence, like why we reincarnated, right? Depending on what belief you subscribe to. But it's sort of like getting to the root of things by way of moving out of, right, the nucleus of wherever we've been living and contained in. So it's this interesting push-pull transfusion of energy, moving out, moving in at the same time, that allows us to come together in the stillness of a moment with absolute awareness, okay? Whatever that may mean for you, Cancer, I'm feeling that it will come by way of your meditation, okay? Meditation is important for you during this period of time, especially. So, 2 aces. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. Lovely. Lovely. You pulled the Chariot in your energetic pathway, Cancer. The Chariot is your own card. It's Cancer's card. And it's upright. Oh, yes, lovely, right? It's like you are stepping into your own. You're moving down your path, right? It's in a way where you're ready. You're ready to do it. And this card in and of itself speaks to that alliance, right? The convergence between our soul half and our human half, right? Those two experiences coming together into one sort of point of awareness and recognition, and even dimension, okay, depending. I'm feeling you guys are going to be on different sort of, you're going to be experiencing different things, so take it again as you do. But you're stepping into your own, Cancer. Oh my goodness. And yes, yes, and yes, we've known this, right? The last reading for the full moon, whoa. If you didn't check it out, check it out. That full moon reading for Cancer was mind-blowing. And it was this relief, this absolute release of energy for Cancer that I know, right, they had been dealing with for a while. It's now this resurfacing. And it's kind of like this, right? Once we pave the way, right, and we clear out what stands in our way, energetically even, right, but perhaps also physically, tangibly, we then make room for the respiration, okay, of what we do want to see around us, what we do want to feel energetically in our midst. So, having cleared out what did not serve you, Cancer, the uprising from that has allowed you the room, the space, the breathing room, right, to dream. Okay, there's this inhalation, this exhalation that's taking place. I'm feeling for you. There's so much air on this card, on this Chariot card. So much air also on the Star card. Soaring dreams. But what I'm feeling for you is that this is going to require a push. Okay, Cancer, this is going to require a push, right? Just as the plane requires that stamina, that momentum in order to take flight. This is going to require you to absolutely, focus. It's like delivery, the delivery of a baby, labor, right? Childbirth. It's like you need to focus. I once, I go climbing upstairs sometimes where I live, and I once met this woman as we were climbing up and down, and she was an elderly woman by age, but so youthful in spirit. And so, anyways, and also physically, she was in amazing shape. And so she was doing push-ups, right, on the bar of the side rail of this this staircase, and and she was pumping them out, right? And I was like, wow, like this is really amazing, right? How do you? And so we started talking, and she's like, it's all about focus, and it's kind of like childbirth, right? It's all about keeping your eye on the prize, right? Keeping your eye on the target, not allowing yourself to get sidetracked or distracted. It's like, imagine if the pilot of a plane, right, God forbid, needs to take off, and is like not looking head on. It's like, no, like you got to remain focused on, right? Ultimate, all eyes on the prize. Where do you want to go, right? Where do you want to shoot this missile of a dream out into the sea, the universe, where it is to be planted? That's what I'm feeling. That's what you're doing. Cancer, this is beautiful. I'm feeling it so strongly for you. So strongly for you, Cancer. What you're doing. This is a period of fertilization of your dreams. I'm telling you, Cancer, this new moon that's coming up I'm videoing this in March. Hey, I said May. That may be the time where this seed of whatever you plant, okay, you're going to see it flourish, perhaps for some of you, okay. Nonetheless, right? I was saying that I'm filming this at sort of the mid portion of March, and there's a new moon coming up at the end of March, right? So, and it's going to be in Aries. It's going to be about planting new seeds, right? And it's going to be a real fresh new start, okay, to whatever it is that you want to manifest and put into the ether, into the universe, however you want to call it, right? Nonetheless, I'm going to be doing a video on that new moon for all of the signs. So tune into that at the end of March, okay? Nonetheless, what I'm trying to get at here is that, right, this energy could be culminating, right? It's like I'm sensing that you are going to be, this is central energy. This is right in the middle of your spread, Cancer, okay? And it's at the apex, especially this card in reverse. It's like this is the configuration of the clarity of whatever it is you want to set into motion and to manifest, Cancer. Look at this star. It's like supercharging, right? It's waiting for this to become clear, right? Clear, dialed in, all systems go, and out this star flies, up and away. Okay, so what I'm feeling for you, Cancer, yet again, what you're doing here, whatever you're going to crystallize, okay, in early April, even maybe the new moon period at the very end of March, absolutely begin to think about this at the end of March, right? And make use of that new moon energy. It's very fertile energy for setting any sort of intention into motion, especially given that it's in Aries. It's start, the very first sign of the zodiac, right? There's a lot of momentum being pushed forward for you here at that time. Nonetheless, it could absolutely regard finances as well, career, anything of that sort. So, okay, just a side note. But nonetheless, what you're doing, Cancer, is you are, it's like this. You have a camera. Okay, this is what's happening. You have a camera, and you're looking through the lens. Okay? You're looking through the lens. But, like I said, it's that dreamlike state. It's a little blurry. And so what you need to do is sort of focus the lens, right? Manually. This is manual work. There's no automatic switch. It's like, this is a dream that is yours. There's no blueprint for this, right? This is you creating your life, the life that you desire, that your soul desires, right? That is going to empower you and propel you along this path of ultimate satisfaction and growth, right? There is no algorithm to that. There's no on-off switch. It's like it's going to come by way of the opening of your mind and your third eye to the possibilities, star, possibilities, universe, expansiveness, boundlessness, okay, of what you want to create. Okay, it's in your hands, and it's that you got to have your hands on that lens, right? The fine-tuning of, and that's going to happen by way of your meditation. I'm feeling whatever it is that brings you to that place where you have that dialogue with your soul, right? And you get really fine-tuned clarity on what you want to bring into manifestation. So this is very powerful energy, Cancer. It's so fertile. It's so fertile. And you are in the perfect place, truly, to have that clarity come about for you, okay? Make use of it if you feel that that is the direction that you should move in, okay? Okay. Let's move right into it, Cancer. In your deep past, Ace of Swords, right? Decision, I need to move in a new direction, right? I am realizing, right, that I want to move into a new direction. And so looking over at that is the Mother of Cups, motioning over to this Ace of Swords. So, Mother of Cups, who is she? She may be you. And I'm feeling she could absolutely be you. But before I finalize that sentiment, I want to tap further into this energy. And I will say that this is a character, this is an energy who is very much in touch with their emotions, but in a way that is wisely sort of understood, channeled, right? They have control over their emotions, and yet they offer their emotions, right? They're adaptable, they're fluid with their emotions in a way that is nurturing to others, and in also a way that is tempered, right? Not giving too much of ourselves, and also similarly, right? Feeling that the balance is in place between ourselves and our environment. I feel like you got this card in your last reading. Yes, you sure did, Cancer. You got that reading. You got that card, Mother of Cups, in your last reading, the full moon reading. Okay, so we're seeing this energy trail back in, right, coming from your past. And it seems that I'm feeling, but it could be different for different people, okay? This energy of the Mother of Cups can be your own propensity. You are Cancer. It is a water sign, and it's a strong water energy, right? It's the very pinnacle mother. And Cancer is a very mothering energy, right? Just in and of itself. But what I'm feeling here is that it's interesting. You have this polarity of energy. You have this sort of very youthful, right, assertion of the intellect, right, decision, clarity. The sword is like sharp and it jabs, right, and it's used for defense, oftentimes as well. And then you have this really wise, mature counsel, right, who's like, almost like, put down your sword, right? It's almost like softening the blow of this sword. So this could be the two halves of yourself, right? That which is this sort of desire, this impetus for new beginning. I want to make it. I want to use the sword. I want to, right? I want to cut open this box, this package. I want to see what's inside. I want to, right, open my mind and charge forward, right? But remember that the Four of Wands is in reverse. So it's like spend a lot of time, really, like quality is overruling quantity in this case. Absolutely, right? It's not like in your case I'm feeling here, absolutely. It's not just about taking the picture, right? And developing the picture. Okay, it's not just about click, took the picture. It's about I'm going to spend 3 hours in front of this sunset with this little ladybug on this leaf in front of the ocean in the backdrop to make sure that the light shimmers just perfectly, right? I want to have every detail of this dream that I want to manifest so clear and so real to me, right? To the point where that's why I'm taking the picture, right? The purpose. It's like your energy is powerful, Cancer, at this time. I mean, really powerful. Like I'm feeling it so strongly. It's like you are coming into your own. Like it is you. Oh my goodness, you're creating, Cancer. You're creating. Okay, you're creating. So take the time to create what really resonates with you. What is so important and deep to you, right? And so that's what this is speaking to, I believe, this propensity, your wise, mature, right? That deep, intuitive self coming in and saying, right? Let's move forward with this decision in a way that ensures that what we are creating and the path that we are paving will lead us will lead this star, right, into fertile grounds, right? It's so beautiful. Seriously, so, so beautiful. It's like the star is being sent up. It's like reverse gardening. It's like instead of putting the seed into the ground, burrowing a hole, right, and then covering it up and then waiting for it to sprout, it's like, it's extroverted. It's extroverted sort of wishing, dreaming, implementation, pursuit of dreams. And so I'm getting, right, it's like the star is like you're sending your wish off into the world, okay, into the atmosphere, into the universe as a whole, and you are, right, sending it off with this sort of it's almost like a it's so much of the mind and of the soul, right? It's like you're sending it off with this intention. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. With this intention, your intention with this is so strong, Cancer. And that is what's planting your seed, your desire, your dream, this wish. That is what is harvesting it, planting it. And so the seed, right, you're sending it off, right? It's like you look up in the sky, and you know how they say when you see a shooting star, you make a wish, right? So it's kind of like that, right? You're looking up into the sky, you're making a wish, and you're sending it off into the ether. And right, you have this faith. You have this faith that you're going to succeed. You're going to succeed your dream. And that is what is sending this seed so far and high into the sky, right? And that's where the star, right? It's almost like it's going to be planted, but at the hands of fate. You're saying, you know what? I have this dream. I want to pursue it. It is my dream. But I know that I work with the universe. I know that I work in line and in harmony with the universe, with myself. I'm part of the universe. I am the universe. We are all the universe. We're all together, right, in this. And so it's my alliance and my alignment, perhaps, with myself, my intuition, right? Rather, there's a focus, rather, on intuition. Intuition. Okay, absolutely. And that's where you're getting your strength from. Okay, Cancer, that's where you're getting your strength from. You're going to be in a heavily, heavily meditative state. Okay. I was about to start meditating right now. Kidding. Here we go. Moving into your energy that you tapped into that helped lead you to your current state, which is the Eight of Pentacles upright, is the Nine of Swords. Okay. And you have a lot of swords actually showing up here. You have the 9, and then you also have the 10. And you have the 3, but in reverse. Beautiful to see it in reverse. Beautiful to see it in reverse, Cancer. So, let me tune in here. As you ruminate and meditate on this dream, right? This really engages your intuition, right? Your spiritual mind, so to speak. You may be feeling that simultaneously as you open this other side of your mind, everything else becomes incoherent. Incoherent. It's kind of like, when you're in that dream state, everything's blurry, right? The dream doesn't always make sense. You see weird things in your dreams, right? Like, it's like, that technically should be impossible, right? But I'm feeling that as your perception shifts, and as you enter this more ethereal realm of possibility and wonder, as you open your mind, right? This other intellectual propensity becomes more and more abstract, becomes more and more, right? The more that my dreams make sense to me, and the more possibility I see in my dreams, and the more I use that intuitive muscle, the more this other way of seeing my life no longer makes sense. No longer seems conducive, rather, right? So it's like this. Taking that first sword. It's kind of like, well, I can think my way through this, right? I can think my way intellectually, logically through this. But it's not about that, right? It's about making sure that the process is guided by way of my intuition, right? And in doing that, I'm laying down my swords. I'm surrendering to the intellectualization and the over-intellectualization of the process, surrendering to my intuitive navigation through it, okay, and determination of where I am to move. And so, you then move into the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting, you're going from a 9 to an 8. And the spider on the Eight of Pentacles is like crawling up into the 9 of Swords. It's kind of interesting, right? And we're seeing this sort of downward motion of energy and this upward motion of energy coming into each other at the same time throughout the spread. Okay? But let me tune in here. 1 second, Cancer. Before I get to this energy, I want to get to the rest of the spread. I'm feeling that that's going to speak to this card, okay? Okay, I want to get to the theme. The Two of Wands in reverse, Cancer, speaks to this period of rumination. Aha, aha, and aha. Scorpio got the Two of Wands, got the Four of Swords. I believe also got, yes, the Four of Pentacles and the World. These are all in your theme. But not only that, Cancer, Scorpio, during their video, and I did their video before I did your video, I kept saying Cancer. For some reason, it was like I wanted to say Scorpio and Cancer would come out. So I told Scorpio that there may be crossover between your signs, okay? If you have a Scorpio rising, ascendant, or moon sign, or if you know a Scorpio archetype of a person, you may want to check that video out, okay? Because it was strange a little bit how, right, I was saying Cancer so often throughout the video. Okay, so I thought I would add that. Nonetheless, yes, that reminded me. It's the Two of Wands in reverse, and it's your theme, and it was in Scorpio's energetic pathway. I believe that yes, it was in their energetic pathway that they were moving out with. So, nonetheless, okay. The Two of Wands, half of 4, 2, 4, right? Speaks to, and the lights are going down in the city, so let's turn them on in the room here. Two of Wands speaks to, in reverse, the need to first clarify, right, the direction before we move along that path, before we, right, pave the way forward. We need to know exactly, right, what we want that picture to look like when we snap. So, this is a period of configuring that dream in your mind, okay? Again, by way of meditation. That's a big, big thing for you during this period, okay? But it's all about, and it's a creative card, it's a creative energy. The Two of Wands, very creative, okay? Very, very, very creative. So thinking about creative possibilities. Same with the Four of Wands, absolutely. Thinking about creative possibilities. Boundless, boundless with the Star. He's dreaming, right? In Starlandia right now. Oh, don't we wonder, right? What do they dream of? So, whatever this direction is, Cancer, for you, that you're moving in, and that you know you're moving in, it's just a matter of time and about clarifying, right? Where exactly and how to get there. It's a dream that you've vaguely, right, but strongly at the same time felt that you wanted to pursue. Look at this Chariot card. I'm zeroing in on the sun in the background, right? It's like, if this is speaking to the assimilation of your being, mind, body, soul, you've had this dream to become one within yourself for so long, Cancer, okay? And it could have just simply been, right, the self-imposed limitations that have held us back from actually pursuing that dream, right? From this lamb standing up, getting on its four hooves, and moving forward, right, towards the dream, taking action of, right, the fine-tuning of our lens. But you, it's like you are, right, now taking action with that. Okay, it's now a period of, I'm ready to take the bull by the horns, okay? I am ready to take the bull by the horns. And it is a period of reconfiguring even, right? How we live in relation to the material, tangible world, how we even regard our sense of stability, security, financial, career-wise, whatever it may be, right? It's like reestablishing our perception of the world and our place in it and our contributions to it and what we create in the world for ourselves, around ourselves, for others, and so on and so forth, right? Everybody creates for themselves ultimately, but it's a matter of, right, our relation in regards to others and in relation to the world as a whole, right? And beneath that, you have the world in reverse. So it's like once you configure and you clarify this direction and you get really solid and really stable on this on who you want to be in this new world, in this dream world, and what dream it is that you even dream of, you're going to step into a whole new existence. Absolutely. Okay. The star and the world together in the spread, up and away, right? It's unlike anything that we can even imagine, right? Until we imagine it. So imagine it, right? Imagine it. And that is going to be replacing emotional dissatisfaction for you to a significant degree. Okay, the wheel is gonna turn. It's gonna wipe out all this old residue, emotional residue from the past, right? That just did not speak to your ultimate satisfaction on so many levels. Okay, and so you've been eager. You've been very, very eager and patient to take this action forward, right? With this fire, with this wand energy that we're seeing. Temperance here, right? Is like fanning the flame. So, now is the time. Now is absolutely the time to, okay, and I will also say this. Look, Temperance is overlaying the Five of Wands, okay, but I did say swords. So, and your intellect, your intellectual mind, your rational mind could be very much, right, or could have been very much involved with your propensity to act, to take actions forward. So your fire and your air maybe are somewhat intermingling, right, in the changes and in the process that you are hoping to make. But I'm feeling that that's more old energy. Okay, that's an older propensity, right, of taking maybe an overly logical, rational approach to an otherwise spontaneous, right, change that comes from a very authentic, impulsive place, right? Nonetheless, you were impatient, right? You were fanning your flame, like, I know I have this fire, I want to create, I'm a creator. But I have to wait, right? There are so many ways that I can even harness this fire. It's almost like, I don't know where to start, so I'm not going to start yet. And that's, I'm feeling, right? And perhaps you were at the mercy of some situation that didn't fully allow you even to move forward along this new path in some way. But I'm feeling for you, Cancer, right? That it's like, now you're like, I'm not just going to sit here and stare at these 5 wands, right? None of them are lit. It's their stagnancy, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up 2 wands and start, right? Start. Just get the wheels in motion in some shape or form, okay? Beautiful action being taken, and we're absolutely seeing that with the following card of the Ace of Wands in reverse in your advice position, Cancer. Okay, so again, right, look, Ace of Wands is right beneath the Star and the 4 of Wands. It's like supercharging, waiting. It's like this is the match that's going to be lit, that fires this. It's like a firework, right? When you just set it off and it goes up and off and away. That is going to be what sends this dream off into the atmosphere in such a way. But it's in reverse. So look, right? It's again speaking to that need to first get really clear. First, right? Make sure that, where am I sending this dream? Right? What does this dream look like? What is my intention? Right? Clarifying that. Fine-tuning that vision. Before I just light my match, right? It's not about just 1, 2, 3, go. It's like 1, 2, 3, wait. Let's really, right? Create with intention. Okay. So, but you are ready. Your fire is roaring, okay? And I'm feeling the heat for you as well. I'm feeling that there is this fire that is now resurfacing, right? If you have in the past been, and I'm feeling that for Cancer, this has been a propensity. If in the past you've been tapping, right, more so into your water energy, okay? And perhaps to a significant degree, now is the time where your fire is like, my turn, right? I want to have fun. Let's create. I want to create from a place that's real and satisfying and gratifying to me, okay? So, I will say this, Cancer. In your near future, right? 3 of Swords in reverse. And very interesting. It's right beneath the... Whoa! Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you feel that? Of course you feel it, right? This is your card here, right? But the 3 of Cups is overlaying the 3 of Swords, 3-3. Okay, both in reverse. So look, okay, in your energetic pathway, is this 3 of Cups. In your near future is the 3 of Swords. So what I'm feeling for you, Cancer, is, and look at this, the Star in your environment, overlaying the 4 of Wands, the opening of the mind. You're going from a 3 to a 4. 4 is the apex. Look, there's growth. There's uprooting of your environment, right? It's like gone with the conventional way of living in a way that's just complacent. That's just merely complacent. That we don't feel feeds our soul, okay? Where we feel our personal identity is overshadowed in some way, right? Just at the mercy of getting along with everyone and pretending like everything is satisfying and gratifying when it's not, when it's just simply not, and we feel trapped, we feel entangled, and we're done with that. We are done with that. And so it's like, what is taking its place is your dream. That's what's taking its place, is your self-empowerment, is your imagination of where you want to be. You're no longer remaining where you have been. Okay, And you're waking up to the reality, right, that your reality is of your making. That's what's happening, Cancer. It's you're waking up to the realization that, you know what, I don't have to stay on this branch with these two other musketeers, right? My life, I am here to create something much bigger than this, much more satisfying and gratifying than this, okay? And so, whatever this situation was, Cancer, that you're now ready to let go of, okay, it can be a friend group, it could be coworkers, it could be just simply an environment, right, that you've been in that is now, again, right, being uprooted and replaced. It may have been associated with a position, or a person, okay, that could have been, right, well respected in some ways, right, where you felt like the Emperor. This is the Emperor, the card of Aries. It's a fire card, technically, but the irony with this card is that the fire is contained, okay, and it's just held within this little fire-blazing moon, right? It doesn't even look like a full-on sun. It just looks like a moon, like a dark moon, like a new moon, but it's blazing. Technically, the fire on this card, right, is not wielded in a way that is as enigmatic or dynamic or spontaneous or personal as it is seen on these cards, right? And so there's this like breaking out of the box, okay? And where maybe previously, right, we felt more stable, this big tree, stable in the ground, rooted, right? We weren't able to really wield our personal creativity to the degree that we would like. And so this is what's taking its place, okay? It's this motion, okay? Where we see stagnancy of our emotional satisfaction and of our fire energy. Both elements that are actually very fluid and very dynamic and very mutable and very spontaneous, right? Usually, we now see forward motion and movement where we are still stable, right? We're stable, but not because we are fixed and shackled to the ground or to this friend group or to this environment, this group of people. It's like, no, or even this ideology, right? No, we are free like a bird, and yet we're stable like a horse, like a stallion. And we are stable because we are whole and complete within ourselves. Because we have that mind, body, soul alignment that guides our path forward, right? And keyword, path forward, movement forward. Not just like, I'm stable because I'm growing hundreds of feet deep into the ground so that I will never ever blow away. Like, that is not, right? That is not what you are out for here. You're like, I'm done with that. I'm ready to feel the wind against my mane, right? I'm feeling it for you, Cancer. I love it, okay? 10 of Swords in your hopes and or your fears. This is a desire I'm feeling for you to close out the whole propensity here, right? It's like, yes, this has no place in this new dreamland that I am being guided towards and that I am intrigued by and now interested in. I'm ready, right, to make peace with this old way of thinking, these habit patterns, right? The analysis paralysis, the overthinking, the overly intellectual approach to things, the many thoughts, right, that we think, hoping that they're going to bring us greater clarity, that we now realize, right, whatever clarity they bring us is not the clarity that I need to establish now along this newfound realization of my true path. And so you're realizing, so long and farewell. Okay, that's what's happening here. And you're moving straight into the Father of Swords. So what this can be is, and what's very interesting, Cancer, is that Scorpio, God, the Mother of Swords in the same position, okay, in the final outcome. Again, if you know a Scorpio, if you have a rising, ascendant, or moon sign in Scorpio, you may want to check that video out, as it seems there's absolute crossover. Nonetheless, okay, Father of Swords. It feels like, in class when students, they pass notes to each other, but it's like, it's not obvious, right? But they're like speaking. That's what this feels like between Cancer and Scorpio. All right, so there is some hush-hush, it seems, between these two signs. It's, yeah, it's interesting, okay? Just something perhaps to note. Father of Swords in your final outcome. So, given the propensity of air that's showing up here, you're leading in with a sword, with air, and you're leading out with strong air, like mature, wielding of the air element. So, where you are, right? Where you are coming in with one sword, you're leaving with one sword again. Okay, there is a cohesion, an energetic cohesion, right? As it regards your intellectual faculties. Okay, as it regards there's an assimilation, Cancer, okay, that's taking place as it regards your intellectual faculties. What I'm feeling for you is, right, look at this card. The owl looks very serious-minded, right? Looks like he means business. But there's something kind of awkward about the picture here, right? And what is that? What is so out of place here, it seems like? That colorful sword, right? It's like, here is this serious owl trying to keep its composure, pretending like it doesn't even know what a crayon is. But then, right? His sword screams poetry. Like, that is the feeling of this card, Cancer. And so it's beautiful because you're getting to the point where you are accepting, look, with the Chariot, seen in tandem with that card, you are accepting of the assimilation of your being. The assimilation of your being. You're no longer, right, at the mercy of this petty, discombobulating sort of analysis paralysis, overemphasis on intellectualization of our path forward. And you're now saying, you know what? There's a more creative side to me. There's actually a fire side to me that I am ready to just, one second, Cancer. Let me pick up your two wands. So, right, it's like, there is fire to me. There are more colors than just one or two, black and white, right? As we see on these cards. There's more to me. There's way more to me. And there's also way more to me, right? Than what I've been painting with others. Or what I've created by way of my environment, or my perception of myself in my environment. And I'm ready, right? To show them. To show all my colors. I'm ready to now dream of all the colors, right? Of my dreams. What do my colors look like? Sorry, what do my dreams look like? What do my colors look like? What do my personal colors look like, right? Because all of these three birds are just the same. And their cups are just the same, which is kind of weird, right? Emotions are the innermost self, the innermost being, which is dynamic, right? Which is like real, which is personal. And everybody's different, right? It's like not everybody feels the same. But in this depiction, in this circumstance, these birds are somewhat characterized as the same, emotionless. And yet, ironically, right, perceived to appreciate a moment that is somewhat emotional. So the appreciation of emotions is not by way of the appreciation of individual emotions, right? it's like there's an overshadowing, excuse me, of personal identity in this card. Okay? That is being replaced with something greatly personal, with something greatly real, with greater expression of self. Okay? With more dynamism, right? With which we move forward and with which we create our world. And so, right, it's this reconfiguration of our analytical mind that we're seeing here with the Father of Swords. Oh, so beautiful. So, so beautiful. Cancer. Oh my goodness. This is lovely. I wish you all love and light on this very exciting journey into April. Again, right, focus. Oh, I did not address, oh my gosh, goodness, I did not address the 8 of Pentacles. Let me reconfigure the cards. One second. Yeah, Bandalot. He's like, what a dream. Okay. Sorry about that, Cancer. So we said, right? 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Right next to each other. And the 8 of Pentacles is looking up at the 9 of Swords. Let me tune in. 1 second, Cancer. Cancer, you may be preparing. For the financial implications of setting this whatever this dream is into motion. Okay, there is an interim, right, of time where you need to prepare. And we're seeing that, right, regardless. The preparation of creativity. Okay, but there's also preparation of creativity. But there's also a need to hold the fort, to remain, right, in control of our environment, right? It's not like we just wield these 2 swords and wands and off we go, right? Ditching this whole sort of world that we've been a part of, right? It's like still there may be a need to focus on, yes, the dream, but also what may be necessary, okay, to prepare you and maybe even your environment for this, whatever this birthing of this idea is. Or this could maybe even be a birth, perhaps. But I'm feeling, right, that whatever this is, it's like, okay, I know, right, I have this hankering desire to take action within this new direction. But now, right, before I take the action directly, it's a time for preparation. Keeping my mind focused so that, right, when I move forward with a pentacle and with the moon, right? My spiritual stability, oneness, and that which is more tangible, okay? So I'm feeling that it is, right? There's a preparation on all levels. There's a preparation on all levels that's taking place. And you want to make sure that whatever this is, once you embark on this new journey in some kind of way, you want to make sure I'm prepared even financially for it, that I'm going to be able to support it, that, right, it's, you're looking ahead. You're looking very much ahead. And it's kind of like that feeling of like saving for a rainy day. Okay, making sure that, again, right, we move forward in this new direction responsibly, right? That we pay our dues to whatever it is that we need to, right? It may even be contractually bound. But I feel that this new beginning, right, you are taking in stride and you're regarding with seriousness, right? Again, it's like that feeling of I want to make sure that I plant this seed of my intention in a way that is mature, responsible, and aligned, fully aligned with not only my capabilities, right, as a human living in this world, right, and not just simply as a dreamer, but everything all together, so that I can make this dream as viable and as long-term scalable, I'm hearing, as possible. Okay, so dream on, Cancer. This is so beautiful. It's ethereal, really, really ethereal, and I'm zeroing in on my amethyst cluster, well, crystal stone, and that stone speaks to, if you don't already know, dreaming, right? It's Pisces stone. It's about opening the mind. And I was zeroing in on this as well for Scorpio. So if you don't already have an amethyst stone, it may provide a good tool for you, a helpful tool for you while you're meditating, okay? Right? And as you clarify that dream and that intention as you move forward. Okay, so thank you so much again, Cancer. I hope this reading was helpful for you. Feel free to check out your ascendant, rising, and moon sign, as well as oftentimes those can actually provide you with further insights into your situation. I know that I resonate a lot with my moon, even more than my sun oftentimes, so it doesn't hurt to just check it out and see if it does for you as well. All right? If you don't know your signs, you can click below in the description box that I provide the link to calculate your signs. And I also know that some of you have been asking if I offer personal readings, and I do. You can click the link to my website there below as well to sign up for one of those. All right? Thank you so much again, Cancer. Have a beautiful rest of March and a beautiful beginning to April, which it seems you absolutely will. All right? Bye.